You're in the zone, the superhero zone, so let's get right into it. Spoilers for Multiverse of Madness. If you haven't seen it, leave a like, come back later, or share it with somebody who has seen it. So this video is in defense of Wanda Maximoff. I've seen a lot of videos on here talking about how Wanda's villain era was unnecessary and it was out of character, and I don't feel like it was. Because Marvel gave us 2 warnings on this villain era way back in the MCU. And yeah, it was pretty obvious that it was coming. First warning was in Avengers Endgame when she went ham on Thanos, basically almost killing him, forcing him to rain fire on his own troops. And the second one was in WandaVision when she came out with the drone that Hayward sent to kill her with, half broken, and threw it right back at him, mind controlled all of his troops, pointed the guns at him, and walked back in that hex, revealing it and its location. That was the second warning. And her actions in Multiverse of Madness, when she destroyed the Illuminati, she destroyed everybody in Kamartaj. I feel like that was warranted. It was on its way. And I'm not saying it's right, but I'm feeling like this could have been avoided if an Avenger or just someone understood her pain and helped her through it, talked her through it, got her the proper therapy, the proper help to mentally get her through these hard times versus her turning to the dark side, trying to get something that she could never have. Like, the only people who truly kind of mentally checked her was kind of Monica, when she sympathized with her back in the end of WandaVision, telling her about her mom that died and saying to Wanda at the end of WandaVision, if I had your power, I would bring my mother back as well, so I understand you and understand what you did because I would have done the same thing. That was one way to sympathize, but another person who kind of sympathized was Hawkeye at the end of Endgame when they had that conversation at Tony's funeral scene. And I feel like if more Avengers mentally checked on her, made sure that she was okay, made sure that she had the proper help, the proper therapy, the proper resources, she would have been out of this villain era. So it's like, y'all Avengers brought it on yourself. I feel like Sam could have went in a room with Wanda, and then this whole situation could have been avoided because Sam Wilson is the king of effective communication, as we saw from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So he kind of helped Bucky process his emotions and his therapy phase back in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I feel like if he just sat in a room with Wanda, they would have properly processed her emotions and her grief would be final and processed, and she would be able to start anew without any of this villain arc problems. And I really hated the scene in Multiverse of Madness when Doctor Strange basically said, oh, your kids weren't real. Get over yourself. You need to stop. And basically, I wish he would have sympathized with her and got on her level and really understand what she was going through versus judging her. I also feel like if Steve and Natasha were around, they would have helped Wanda through this villain arc and got her the help she needed. But yeah, if somebody properly sympathized with her, we wouldn't be going through the issues we went through in Multiverse of Madness. Leave down in the comments below what you think. And remember, if you want more content from me, you're going to have to wait till my next video. Yippee-ki-yay, let's ride.